FishLab 2.5 little flutter nymph.
Hey guys, Bill Siementel from FishLab Tackle. We're going to talk to you today a little bit about the 2.5 flutter nymph. This thing is wicked, guys. So we're out here on a weekend, a Sunday. It is packed of people. A lot of them are just moving out of the marina right now. But our goal is today to see on a tough day if we can catch a largemouth, smallmouth, maybe a striper, trout. We're going to see how many fish we can catch on a flutter nymph. Multiple techniques: slow rolling it, the pendulum, under a bobber, dart head, drop shot. This thing's friggin' magical, man. No joke. It's a tough bite, man. It's a tough bite. And this is the stuff that I don't even want to tell anybody that we're winning tournaments with this stuff. We're winning tournaments with this stuff on a tough bite. And the power of this bait, it has so many different illusions. It's an emergent, like a stonefly, mayfly, anything emerging, dragonfly. If you reel it, slow roll it, or pendulum, it looks like a little bait fish. Man, this thing is seriously a wicked tool to fish. This might actually be a pretty long video. I'm just going to say that right off the bat, because you just don't know what's going to happen today. I mean, I could blank. I mean, a lot of guys are blanking in tournaments and only catching 1 or 2 fish. But coming out on a weekend, this is the best way to test a tool, is with high pressure, a lot of pressure, and a winter bite where everything's really super touchy and finessey, and we're going to see what happens. These are the fish that wins tournament, guys. Look at that flutter nymph. Yes, we've been doing really well in tournaments with this. Oh, I like it. FishLab, baby. FishLab, baby. This might be a smallie. Don't get crazy and flip fish on 6-pound test. For 2. We're going to come back here tonight too and catch more fish. See how many fish we can catch on one bait. Come on, little baby. Oh, oh. What do we got? What do we got? big smallie. Oh my gosh, big smallie. Look at the size of that smallie. Wow. That would stay in the creel for a tournament. Look at that. Look at the size of that smallie. That's 2.5 pounds easy. Wicked, wicked. Wow. FN baby, Flutter Nymph, 2.5. I shouldn't be showing you guys this. This is my secret stuff. Pyramid can just be absolutely brutal. Wintertime fishing, history has shown a lot of tournaments are only won with 9 to 12 pounds on an average for years in wintertime, in December, January. And when they pull the water like they've done, it's got to be down at least 8 foot, maybe a little bit more, 6 to 8. Water's getting cold, northwest winds. It's in the upper 30s, low 40s. Fishing can get brutal, brutal tough. And this is where I've learned for years, you know, that's why I've worked so hard on understanding the float and fly and bait fish and how bait fish react in cold, super cold water and depths. So when we came out with the nature series for FishLab, we wanted to get ultra realism baits, plastics, the cover bird, you know, the flippin' frog, the crawdad, the flutter nymph. We're going to take stuff to a really, really realistic level with all the right features to trigger fish to bite. Now, the beauty of what we're doing is we came out last year with the 4 1/4 and 3 1/2 flutter nymph, but we've been holding back, and people have asked for a 2 1/2 inch flutter nymph. And I tell you what, this is, I really don't want to talk about it, to tell you the truth. I don't want to show people how wicked and how productive this bait is for all species. Big fish, small fish, crappie, panfish, trout, bass, stripers, in multiple techniques. I mean, you want to go crappie fishing, man, just do a pendulum by some trees and they're going to smoke this thing. Do the same thing for bass, for trout. If they're on little teeny no-see-em bait fish, you can put them out on you know, just a little dart head like this. Just swim it and just hold on. Make sure your drag's set right, loose, light line, and you're talking about some of the best and most fun finesse fishing you're going to get year-round with this bait. That's the crazy thing about it. It's just so good. It checks so many boxes of finesse, and it crosses so many lines for the realism part of it. You know, you turn it upside down and you slow roll it across the bottom and it'll look like a little sculpin or a shrimp. You swim it through the water column, it looks like the little baby no-see-em fish, the bait fish that we're always trying to mimic. And man, you'll see fish boil and guys will throw top waters and swim bait. They'll throw everything in the kitchen sink, trying to figure out how to get those finicky fish that are keying in on bait fish like this big. And if you ever look at the flutter nymph, especially the 2.5, the wings are the exact size of the no-see-em baits. So it looks like a little pod of bait fish on a little stick bait. And man, the fish can't resist it. They will eat the sucker. So like I said, we're out here on a weekend in the wintertime. It's going to be tough fishing today. If we can get a limit of bass, I'd be totally tickled, because that's what you're always looking for in a tournament situation. But
I think I got a striper on
you
that.
gotta come out here and you gotta have the right gear. Setting it up with the Samar. I think this is a little 1000. Yep, 1000 on it. My favorite sticks, Psycho Stick Baby. My favorite rods. I mean, these things are just friggin' awesome. Akuma just knocked it out of the park with this series. Using a 6-pound test braid, and I have 6-pound test Top Shot, which is the soft steel floral stretch. And if you guys have not seen the floral stretch, you need to look into it. That stuff, it's like mono. It has stretch. It has that, especially for big fish on light line, it has that stretch, that give, but it's fluorocarbon. So it has all the same features as fluorocarbon, but you get the benefit of that softer hook set and everything else when you're fishing, especially super light baits. If you're fishing the big, swim baits for stripers, big, ocean fishing, it gives you that little bit of cushion. But yeah, this is I'm just mind-boggling bad to the bone stuff we're coming out with FishLab. So guys, make sure you check out fishlabtackle.com. We're gonna have more videos. We got more baits for 2024. Holy, you know what? 2024 is gonna turn some really real heads. Oh, look at the size of this little beast. Oh, yes. Oh. Look at that. 2.5 FishLab Flutter Nymph. I pegged him good. Look at that. That's tournament grade bass right there, guys. I'm telling you, trout, striper, smallmouth, largemouth, spotted bass, crappie, the 2.5 Flutter Nymph, it's a mainstay. This thing's gonna get bit.